Good day. This is Jim Blythe with the Veterans Impact Show, and we are here on a glorious, glorious day to remember our fallen. We're here at the National Cemetery in Dallas-Fort Worth, and I'm with the Sea Cadet officers who sponsor and take care of these wonderful young men and women who are in the Sea Cadets. I want to introduce Michael Tishlius. And Michael, you've been in the Sea Cadets since 1975 when you were a little kid?
That's correct. I started with the League Cadets, worked my way up into the Sea Cadets, and then came back as an adult volunteer officer later on.
This is an important program for young men and women, Michael. Tell us a little bit about it because you're the most experienced with it.
Well, it's an excellent program, a leadership program. It helps build character with these cadets. It sets them up for a successful future, whether they go into the military, they go into the civilian life. It gives them a different perspective as a leadership role in the community.
Oh, thank you. That's great. So these are the men and women who lead the Sea Cadets. Thank you for being part of that. And we're going to have a great day today as we put wreaths on the graves for our fallen Americans. This is Jim Blythe, the Veterans Impact Show. Thank you.
Come on. I'm sure when you scream at your brother loud. All right. Let's try it. Let's do take one here.
Forrestal, attention, right, face.
No. Nope. That's not right. Turn it back around. Go in. Like dominoes. All right. Stand at ease. All right, let's try it again.
Forrestal, attention, right, face. Forward, march.
And just remember, guys, when you do white elephants, never bring something you didn't want to take home.
You can take what's open to take. You can help you remember. This is open, or you can open this. And if you open this, it's open. No, the alternative.
I don't know how to.
Take or open. Take or open.
Oh my gosh, chutes and ladders? That was around when my dad was a kid.
It's not that hard, so I think you can figure it out.
Oh, you can take
Oh, I played that with my Oma all the time, except it wasn't called shoots and ladders. It was
So Harrison, you're either moving. You're either.
No, it was shoots and ladders. They had different names.
You can't take the speaker back though. The speaker was already taken. You got my. No, I didn't see
We were in Middleton on Camp Albuquerque. January and no hot water and no heat. So you're actually fine.
Maybe early.
That may be it.
Did they start? No, they'll go back. Yes, here. I got that. Like me, you'd rather have after. Well, when
Ronald Reagan. Quote, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. Or one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States where men were free." End quote. Today, we show a united front of gratitude and respect across the United States of America as we remember the fallen, honor those who served, and teach our children the value of freedom. Now, Lieutenant Colonel Gerald will lay a remembrance wreath in memory of those who served and are serving in the United States Army.
Cadet, precinct, on!
Will lay a remembrance wreath in memory of those who served and are serving in the United States Navy. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ready, two!
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare on bursting air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say
Now, in honor of Colonel Yale, Seaman Rodriguez will lay a remembrance wreath in honor of the 93,129 United States servicemen from all branches of the service whose last known status was either prisoners of war or missing in action. These individuals have never returned to their families and homes. We shall not forget you.
Cadets, ready! Shoot!
Former prisoner of war Colonel John Ewell, United States Air Force retired, who spent 98 days in captivity between December 22nd, 1972 and March 29th, 1973, normally lays a remembrance wreath in honor of these men. Unfortunately, he was not able to make it today, but I would like to recognize him. Colonel Ewell served as a B-52 pilot with the 20th Bomb Squadron of the 7th Bomb Wing at Carswell Air Force Base in Texas from August 1971 until he was forced to eject over North Vietnam while on temporary duty to Southeast Asia on December 22, 1972. After spending 98 days in captivity, Colonel Ewell was released during Operation Homecoming. In a moment, Staff Sergeant Craig Witt will play taps. However, first, the Irish Blessing will be sung by the Arlington Good Times.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may he hold you in his hand. May God hold you. In the palm of his
Now, Colonel Wayne Motto has a few words.
Everybody take a seat. You're in the ranks at ease. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Colonel Wayne Morato, the Public Affairs Officer for 3rd Armored Corps, headquarters at Fort Hood, Texas. Lieutenant General Sean Bernabe is the Commanding General of 3rd Armored Corps. The 3rd Armored Corps consists of the 1st Cavalry Division, Living the Legend at Fort Hood, 1st Armored Division, Old Ironside at Fort Bliss, the 4th Infantry Division, the Ivy Division at Fort Carson, Colorado, and the 1st Infantry Division, the Big Red One at Fort Riley, Kansas. So that makes up the 3rd Armored Corps. So it's an absolute honor to be here today on these sacred grounds, a place where we're going to lay wreaths in remembrance of the final resting place of our brave and selfless service members and their family members. And I'd like to extend my gratitude to the Friends of the Dallas-Fort Worth National Cemetery and all these volunteers who are out here. Throughout the Texas community and beyond, I want to thank you for donating thousands of wreaths, and thank you for donating your time and paying respect to all these patriots laid here. Thank you for your continued support to our veterans and their families, and honor their legacy year after year. Now, this sacred resting ground here is personal to me. John Morado, my uncle, is buried here along with his wife of 71 years, Carolyn. They're in Section 19 Alpha. Uncle John served in the U.S. Air Force at Carswell Air Force Base in Fort Worth during the Korean War. He ended his time in service as a staff sergeant in the U.S. Air Force. Uncle John and Aunt Carolyn buried here along with their grandson, Stephen Anthony Murphy, who served in the U.S. Navy. Tony is buried in Section 19 Alpha. Correction, 18 Alpha.
Forrestal. Right. Face.
We're 10,
This is
11,
the little
12.
pavilion is?
We're in area 10,
So
11,
we
and
do
12.
22, and then when we finish 22, we usually have the 22.
Oh.
You're gonna stop me. Let us know when you get on the chair.
Welcome to Wreaths Across America 2022. This is Section 11, so thank you all for coming out. Gee, where do I start? I've been doing Wreaths Across America for 7 years now. It's a very humbling experience. I love serving our veterans, our military, and all our armed forces. If you've never done this before, you will be touched. The mission statement for Wreaths Across America is to remember, honor, and teach. We remember those who served in our United States Armed Forces. We honor them by paying our tribute, our thanks to those who served. And we teach our children the value of freedom.
Okay. Make sure you say something nice.